I'm here in Strasburg standing on a pile of rubble which was recently removed from the HH338 cemetery thanks to local organization Grave Concern. For nearly 3 decades, Grave Concern has been protecting and restoring historical grave sites in Lancaster County.
People were interested in the historic cemeteries of Lancaster County that are sort of special because they're on these farms or along county roads, and it's where early settlers were buried, and their families are all represented in these cemeteries.
Recently, a local farmer neglected to preserve one particular historical gravesite, the HH338 Cemetery.
Grave Concern came in here and assessed the situation and contacted the police, and it is against the law to violate a cemetery like this. So the farmer was charged with that offense, and as part of it he was asked to make restitution.
This restitution, in cooperation with Grave Concern, took the form of the restoration of damaged stones, construction of new ones, and a large wall surrounding the cemetery. Over here, it looks like there's some larger rocks resting against the wall here. Tell me about those, please.
Well, when we were going through the pile of rubble and when we started this whole restoration process, that whole half of the cemetery had been bulldozed, so there was a good mountain of rubble, probably about 8 feet tall. And so we sifted through that pile of rubble, and anything that looked like it could be related to the cemetery we pulled out.
Grave Concern is always on the lookout for intrusion on historical sites.
Grave Concern has been involved in some developments that have involved these cemeteries. There was Sweetbriar up towards Mannheim. There was Canoy Crossings near Elizabethtown. Right now, the Belmont development that's going in next to Red Rose Commons has an old cemetery that Grave Concern is working with the developers to protect it. So these cemeteries are all over Lancaster County, and they're important to the county.
It's great knowing that there's a group like Grave Concern out there. It really gives me a peace of mind knowing that my great-uncle's grave is going to be protected.
Thanks to Grave Concern, Lancaster County can rest a little easier when laid to rest. For Hempfield Happenings, I'm Christian Groff.